Tell us the history of the LARKS Club.
Well, the LARKS Club originally started probably in the mid-70s, 74, 75. There was a group of flyers that started the club out here and on the east side of town, out where the Metro Park is out there by the reservoirs. And they were out there for many years. I would say probably sometime into the 90s, and then we moved to the old Beatty Road Airport out there for a few years, and then finally moved here. I'm guessing sometime in the late 90s, early 2000s, and we've been here ever since. So yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of members from young to old throughout the years, and we still have some of the original members from the 70s that are still members to this day that fly out here. So that's a pretty neat thing to be a part of a club that long. So yeah, in short, that's pretty much the history of the LARKS as far as the members and where we actually came from.
For those who may not know, what is the LARKS Club?
LARKS Club stands for Lima Area Radio Control Society. Basically, anything radio control is flown at this field, and it's covered underneath the AMA. So we're insured there. So basically, flying here kind of protects you as far as if there's any Lord willing, no damages or anything like that. You're covered under the insurance basically. So you can fly here and be covered, and it's just kind of where everybody come together and and fly radio control basically is what it is. It's just kind of a big group family, I guess, if you want to call it that love the sport and the hobby. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much pretty much it for is how it comes together for the LARKS, I guess. But
You mentioned radio control. What all does that entail?
basically anything that is controlled with a transmitter, from sailplanes to whether it's nitro electric airplanes. We have helicopters, jet aircraft that burn actual jet fuel. Anything basically controlled with a transmitter is considered a radio control that can be flown here. So yeah.
Tell us about some of the club activities and events.
Well, we start off at the beginning of the year with an indoor fly-in and swap meet, and that's usually held in February. And that's just something for everybody to come together indoors, and just we fly in the gym down here in Shawnee, Walpock, and we have a swap meet there as well. And so we hold that event, and then usually when the springtime comes, we'll hold an electric event, which is strictly electric airplanes. This day and age, the technology has come so far with electric that it's really preferable to fly electric than it is over the old traditional nitro gas style engines. So that's very popular. So we have that event, which is usually held in about mid-June, and then usually towards the end of July we hold our Big Bird event, which is a pretty good size event where we'll have people come from all over the state and bring their large aircraft. These are aircraft that are upwards of like 80 inches in wingspan. We have some jet aircraft. I mean, anything, like I said, anything from like the World War II era aircraft to today's traditional civilian 3D, you name it. So, and that's a pretty big event. The public really shows up and supports us for this, and we get a good number of pilots, and it's just a good time all the way around. And just to add to that, a lot of there's awards and some giveaways, raffles. So it's just a good time.
Do you have to be a member to participate in club activities?
Actually, you need to be at least a member of the AMA, which is the American Model Association, to if you wanted to participate in an event. Yes, you have to be part of that particular organization. To fly out here on a regular basis, you would then have to join the LARKS organization, which someone can show up at any time and talk to one of the members and get a application. Someone's here at the meeting that carries applications, or you can stop down here in Walpock at the Dad's Toy Shop, and they can give you an application down there as well to join the club.
Tell us about your upcoming flying event.
Well, there again, that's at the end of July here on the 21st, and that is again the Big Bird event. And like I was saying before, that'll be anything large from like World War II airplanes to like today's traditional airplanes, some 3D aircraft, a lot of aerobatics. There'll be jet aircraft here. The jet aircraft are pretty cool airplanes. There's a lot of high-speed action with those, and so it's just something you just gotta come check out. Like I said, there'll be foods, vendors here. Public is a big turnout for us. They come and support us. Like I said, we give away a lot of prizes, raffles that we have, and it's just a good all-around good time.
What have past participants or attendees said about this event?
Well, we've had people come here. As a matter of fact, I just talked to a gentleman yesterday, said he really loved come flying here at the LARKS. The space is wide open here. Other than, maybe every third year we'll have, the farmers will put the corn around, which kind of encloses us a little bit. But other than that, it's usually open, and it's just there's no obstructions or anything like that. So, and everybody's friendly. As far as the club members, and we try to help everybody out, so they just feel like they feel good when they come here, and that it's going to be a good time. And it's just a good positive vibe we get. Try to give out to the people that come here and support us.
Do you have any activities leading up to this event?
Not really. Just basically the weekly flying that people come out and fly. Usually, during the week, if it's nice weather, you'll see somebody out here flying. Now there is training on like Tuesday nights. You can see somebody out here then, but until the next event, it's just kind of hit and miss on whether the weather's nice and people are out here flying.
Do you have any activities leading up to this event?
Nothing major, but we do have a little get-together the night before the main event, which again is on the 21st of July. So on the 20th, on a Friday evening, weather permitting again, that day we'll be out here preparing the field, rolling it, cutting it, and we will have a pizza party that night. So anybody that's in the area, whether you come early, whether you're local, come on out. We'll feed you a pizza, hang out, and enjoy some flying, night before the main event.
How can someone get involved or get more information on this event?
Well, there's a couple different ways. Best way is probably to visit the Facebook page, which is the LARKS Facebook page there, and you can find our web address on there as well, or you can contact me, which I'm chairman of the event, Ben Burden, and my number is on there as well. There's a flyer on that page that you can find me at. Or, if you needed to contact somebody as far as joining the club before then or something like that, you could get a hold of Dad's Toy Shop again down in Walpock, and the applications are down there. You can fill that out. And but again, you need to be an AMA member if you're considering flying at that event.
Thanks for introducing us to the LARKS Club.
Well, we are very appreciative of you coming out here today and taking the time and taking a look at the LARKS, and again, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm Leiahnni Smith reporting for the Lima Digital Media Club. Thank you for coming on board as a sponsor. What are your thoughts on this program?
Well, first, thank you for asking me. It's our pleasure, really, to be able to support such an amazing club that not only helps kids learn the art and skill of digital media journalism, but also is an amazing way to be able to just spread what charities and events are going on in this community. And again, I praise the youth that want to be so involved, because if the youth aren't involved, you're going to have a dying community. And I think organizations like this are just extremely important to the future of the community, and I'm so happy. My wife and I are so happy to be able to support you guys.
What other community activities do you support?
A lot of the community activities we get involved with, we've been involved with Pickles Blues Festival. We've been very active with Art Space Lima. We really like to support the equestrian therapy. And we leave that door open to a lot of schools that want to come in, a lot of athletic booster programs, music especially. Like we're very willing to help a lot of the music boosters in this area because music is so important to us. And the Ohio Digital Media Club, is another one here, that I like to support. It's just, you have to be a community supporter. You have to be able to help and give back. It's the best thing that we can do as a local business.
Well, thank you for everything you do for this community.
Oh, well, thank you again, and you did such a good job, and I can't wait to see all the other things you do.
Thank you so much for becoming a student sponsor for this program. What are your thoughts on it?
Like I said, this is the first time I really have heard about it, and I'm really blown away. I think it's a great program, and more kids should definitely be a part of it to give them a different view on life, because most people, when they see people on TV, they just feel like they can never make it to that level, no matter what the level is. And so I think that opportunity needs to be definitely broadened.
What other community activities do you support?
Well, since we've opened, we have donated to the Neighborhood Relief Store, Neighborhood Relief Thrift Store, hygiene products, Fresh and Faded to their Christmas toy drive. We also have donated to the Miss Paul Center, school supplies there. And yeah, we love to donate, and we love to give back to our community. That's definitely the focal point of why I even started a business, is to be able to financially be able to give back to the community that raised me.
Thank you for all you do for this community.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being awesome.